The story of Joseph and Anna is part of my family's journey, a story that began more than a century ago, with a father and a daughter separated by an ocean, their voices carried only through letters. I grew up hearing fragments of their lives, how they came from the Volga River in Russia, and how their faith sustained them through everything that followed. In these historical yet imagined letters, I began to see them not as distant ancestors, but as people reaching across time, as real as we are today. Their journey has echoed through generations, all the way to my father, whose own strength was rooted in theirs. My ancestors, the Browns, were among thousands of Volga Germans, descendants of settlers invited by Catherine the Great a century earlier. They built villages like Liebenthal and Herzog along the Volga's winding banks, places of faith, hard work, and community. But by the 1870s, the promises of protection and freedom had begun to fade. Faced with loss and an uncertain future, many families made an unthinkable choice to leave the only home they had ever known. At the heart of this story is Joseph Braun, a father who left Russia in search of a new beginning in Kansas, and his daughter Anna, who remained behind in Liebenthal, keeping the family's heart and faith alive through her letters. Their words reveal the courage, longing, and devotion that shaped generations to come. Along the way, you will meet other family members, fellow colonists, and community leaders whose choices intertwined with theirs. These letters are the bridge between two worlds, the old and the new, the homeland and the prairie. They remind us that migration is not only a story of movement, but of memory, of what we choose to carry and what we must leave behind. This is where their journey begins and where ours continues. Surviving the ocean and time itself, their words help us remember who we are and where we began. This project is dedicated to my father, John Brown, whose life was an example of the faith and fortitude of generations past. These were his ancestors, and this is their story.